Okay, so this is my SAS Viya 3 assignment, which is practice 2.1 in SAS Viya. So this practice tells us to open this practice 2.1, and it says view the data pane and answer the following questions. So our first question is a simple one. How many unique values does a company have and does the job title have? So to see this, we go to our left pane here and click on data. And from here, we can see that company right here has 12 unique values assigned to it. And when we find job title, we see that it has 9 unique values assigned to it. So our next question is, what is the type or classification of the employee ID? So we scroll down to measures here and we see employee ID. So it is a measure. That is the classification. Our next question is view the list table of all data items on page 1 and answer the following questions. So we can minimize this data. So we are on page 1 at the moment, and it says what is the case of the employee country? We find the employee country, which is right here, and we can see that it's all lowercase. So it tells you which each country has a unique identifier, and it is in lowercase. Which employee represents sales over the internet or through the catalog? So when we go scroll down over here and scroll over, we can go back up here. We can see the group, and to find sales over the internet or through catalog, it tells us what kind of group it's in. So to answer that, we would go to the group and find internet/catalog sales to find those employees. Next question, which data item can be used to determine whether an employee is active or retired? So for this, we can find this employee termination date. If the employee termination date is missing, it means that they are currently an active employee. If this cell is populated and it has a date, that means that is when they were either retired or they were terminated. Our next question is view the crosstab of department and job title on page 2. So for here, we go up here and click page 2, and you can see the crosstab of the department and the job title. Which department contains the missing job title? Well, we just go down here where it says missing, and we track it over to department, and we find out that the stock and shipping department is the department that is missing a job title. So next we are actually going to create an auto chart of company on the right side of the crosstab. So to do this, we're going to minimize, just kind of shrink the crosstab, take up the left side of the screen. So to create an auto chart, we're just going to go to our data, and we're going to find our company, which is under category, and just drag it over here. So this shows us that the size of the company based on employees. What is the largest company based on number of employees and the smallest? So from this bar chart, we can see that the largest company based on employees is Orion USA with 120 employees, and the smallest company is Logistics down at the bottom here with 1 employee. So to view our next and final question, asks what is the minimum total profit generated by an employee, the maximum, the average, and the total profit generated by all employees. So to do this, we are going to view the measure details. So we go to data, we go down to measure, and we're going to go up here and click the data up here, and then we're going to view measure details. So this gives us a ton of information, and from this we can actually see the minimum total profit. Sorry, this is the wrong page. I had to go back to page 1 to do this. So it's even more simple than I was making it. So we're just gonna use our bottom bar to scroll over here, and we're going to scroll until we get to total profit. So we're going to filter that. And so we filtered this by just clicking on it, and it automatically is sorting it from least to greatest. So the minimum amount profit generated by a single employee is about $11.10. So if we just click it again, we can get it to show us the highest amount of profit generated by a single employee, which is $19,146,779.62. So that is very useful to know. And the last question it's asking us is the average of the profit. So to do that, we can go down here, we can click on total profit, view measured details. Let's see if we can go to total profit is right here. So right here, by clicking on total profit, you can see that it changes the information down here and the frequency. So we click on total profit again. The minimum is $11.10. The maximum is about 19 million. The average is about 109,000, and the total of all profit generated by employees is about $70,727,000. And you can see this down here, and you can see all sorts of information down here, deviation, error, variance. Super helpful for kind of the data analytics and seeing this data come to life. So we're just going to close this, and we are going to save this report. Save. And that is all for my SAS Viya 3 assignment, which is practice 2.1.